We're going back to the basics. If you want to be a great hairstylist and learn advanced skills, then you have to have great finger dexterity. But we're not going to build that from the ground up by doing something like baby lights or boho braids. A great place to start is going back to the basics of hairstyling. In this video, I'm going to show you two different ways that you can practice one of the most important foundational exercises in hairstyling, and that's finger waves. So let's break this finger wave down. A lot of people, when they see a wave, they think of these S shapes, right? So S shapes will definitely create a wave, but that's not what we're going to do with our comb in order to create a finger wave. We're actually going to break that S shape down even further, and we're going to focus on the individual C shapes within the hair that are alternating back and forth. So alternating C shapes are going to give us our wave. This first row, all the C's are going towards her face. Then the second row, away from her face. Yeah, towards the face, away from the face. Then towards the face again, and away, and so on and so forth. Blah, blah, blah. So let's do the first technique. This is going to be wet style. So you're going to start with wet hair. I'm going to do it on straight hair, but if you want to have a little bit of an easier time, you can use a curly hair doll. Got some product in her hair. Make sure that that's all nice and distributed. And remember alternating C shapes with the open end of the C facing her head. So I'm going to start by combing this back away from her face. Finger goes in. Now when this comb comes in, I want to make sure that I don't have hair in the front here that's not getting caught by the comb. Comb's going to be lined up right at the hairline and a little bit below my finger. So then that way I can take this comb, push forward, and I have space to push up, pinch that ridge, comb goes under the finger and down. Then we want to move back. I don't want to move down because I want a consistent ridge that's going to go all the way around her whole head. So I want to overlap my finger with what I've already created. Okay. Comb is going to go in a little bit below my finger, slide forward right into this over here, what I already created. Push up, pinch, comb goes under my finger and down. It's really important that that comb goes underneath of the finger so that it smooths all of this out. Look at what happens when my comb does not go under my finger, okay? So I'm overlapping, comb slides forward, push up, pinch, comb down here. It just starts to droop. Did you see that fall? Okay, it just droops down. So instead, slide forward and up, pinch, comb goes under and down, and then that's going to stay right in place there. As we get towards the back of her head, now we have to make a turn. Think about when you're driving in a car and you need to make like a right turn and hug the curb. You don't want to make a really wide turn and go into somebody else's lane. So we're going to make sure that we stay in our own lane here. So I'm going to place my finger really close to where her part line is up there. Slide into what I already created. Pinch, comb goes under and down. Okay, now let's turn her head. In the back here, same thing. I'm going to stay in my lane really close to her part up here. Fingers on, comb slides forward, up, pinch, and comb down. Stay in my lane. Comb slides and pushes up. We'll pinch it. Comb goes under my finger and down. Stay in my lane. Comb, slide, push up, pinch, and comb down. Okay, overlapping with what I already created. Slide, push up, pinch, comb under and down. Okay, move over here. We're gonna slide, push up, pinch, comb goes under and down. And last one, we're gonna slide, push up, pinch, comb goes under and down. Okay, so there's our first row there. Now, we're always going to want to start with the open end of our C, right? We ended this one with the closed end of the C, which means we need to start with the open end of the C on this side. And same thing. This time, instead of sliding that way, I'm going to slide in the opposite direction towards her face. So we can see that S shape starting to form. But it's the same thing as before, okay? So my finger's in, comb goes in, slide, push up, pinch, comb goes under your finger and down. Okay, move back a little bit, still overlapping with what I've already created. Slide forward, push up, pinch, comb under and down. Okay, move back a little bit more, slide into what you've already created, push up, pinch, and comb down. And I can do that all the way around this other side of her head. Now, this isn't staying super well because I don't have enough product underneath of here. So a little hack is you can use a firm holding hairspray on wet hair and it works. Comb that hairspray through and we're going to try that again and see if that product helps at all, okay? So the comb is in, sliding forward, pushing up, pinch, and comb down. Okay, that's stayed. So we're going to dry finger wave first. Leave a comment down below and let me know if your school ever taught you dry finger waves because mine sure did not. But I think that they're a little bit easier to get into. So what we're going to start with is creating some curls on her head. I'm going to do it with a curling iron, but you can do it with whatever you want. You can do a heatless curling method. You can do rollers. You can do pin curls. Okay, so I'm going to spray her hair with heat protectant and I'm going to make sure that it is getting on the inside of her hair and not just on the very surface of it. Next, I'm going to curl her hair. So I'm making sure that each of my sections is the same width as whatever barrel of iron that I'm using. If I do a larger barrel iron, I'll have a looser wave, and a smaller barrel iron, I'll have a tighter wave. Then I'm just going to brush that section out and prepare it to wave. This clip, there's a little gap in it, so I like to bend them so that gap closes down. I prefer these clips over those like crocodile clips that have the little pointy things on them. I like the metal ones. I don't know. But essentially, the finger motions are going to be exactly the same as if we were doing this wet. I just need to clip everything in place instead of relying on my product to hold things in place. But I'm still pushing towards her face and then pushing up and combing everything straight down, just like I did with the wet finger wave. Then I'll spray everything with a really firm holding hairspray and then smooth out that hairspray with the tail of a comb. Shout out to the late great Carlton Northern, Aretha Franklin's hairdresser. He made me practice this over and over and over again. He also made me cry one time, but that's a different story. But Carlton really pushed me to practice finger waves, and I do credit him with growing my skills and making me the hairdresser that I am today. So follow his advice. Practice your damn finger waves. The next time you have your mannequin head out, or maybe you get a friend to sit in your chair, practice these. Tag me. I want to see. I want to help you make them better and better and better. Make sure that you subscribe for more free cosmetology education. Comment down below what you want to see next, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.